What if every time a client raised an objection, you knew exactly how to respond and guide them towards a yes? And businesses that refine their objection handling skills have increased their closing rates by 15% in just 2 months. Because objections aren't deal breakers, they are opportunities. No matter what service business you're in, whether it's cleaning, contracting, consulting, or any other service industry, these strategies work. As Michael Gerber pointed out in The E-Myth Revisited, most small business owners are great at their craft but haven't mastered the business side of things. That changes today. This video is packed with the most common client objections and exactly how to respond, the psychology behind why these responses work, backed by persuasion experts like Robert Cialdini, Influence, and Chris Voss, Never Split the Difference, proven closing techniques to turn this hesitation into action, the power of first impressions, how your appearance, tone, and body language impact trust. By the end, you won't just react to objections, you will be anticipating and overcoming them effortlessly. Let's dive in. First objection: I am getting other quotes. Response: absolutely, I'd expect you to. It's smart to compare. And out of curiosity, what will be the biggest factor in your decision besides the price? I want to make sure we tick all those boxes for you. Acknowledge their comparison shopping. This immediately disarms them. Then, by asking what matters most, you achieve two things. One, you uncover key decision factors where you might have an edge. For example, reliability, being insured and bonded, specialized services, experience, etc. You shift the focus beyond the price to quality, trust, and value. Follow up with a brief value reminder. We might not be the cheapest quote, but we pride ourselves on being the most thorough and trustworthy. For example, we background check our staff and use eco-friendly supplies at no extra charge. Finally, leave the door open confidently. Take your time with the quotes. If it helps, I can provide references or testimonials from clients who did the same and ended up choosing us for those reasons. Let me know if you have any questions during your comparison. I am here to help. This keeps you in their mind as the professional, supportive option rather than just another bidder. Psychology behind this approach is social proof and authority. Mentioning past clients who compared multiple quotes but ultimately chose you build credibility. People tend to follow the decisions of others in similar situations. They don't want to be first. They want somebody else to try it, be the first, and then come in, because that's a peace of mind. Then you're also providing a confident signal to expertise. Welcoming competition without fear makes you look like an expert, not just another salesperson. You're also doing a consultative selling. By asking about decision factors, you engage them in a conversation that builds trust. And that is Cialdini's liking principle. People buy from those they feel understand them. Next objection: I need time to consult with my partner. Response: I completely understand. It is important to have both parties on board. Apart from getting their input, is there anything else holding you back from moving forward? This isolates the objection. If they say no, they are subtly confirming that if their partner agrees, they are ready to move forward. Now, help them bridge the gap. And you're going to do this. Why don't I jot down a quick summary for you to share with them? I can even hop on a quick call if they have any questions. This keeps momentum going instead of ending the conversation. And the psychology behind this approach is commitment and consistency. Once they acknowledge the partner's approval is the only issue, they are psychologically now committed to moving forward if that condition is met. Then, respect and reciprocity, offering to help them present the offer. A written summary or a quick call makes them more inclined to return the favor by progressing towards a yes. Preempting silent objections. By asking if there's anything else holding them back, you encourage honesty and prevent them from using their partner as a polite way to avoid saying no. So you just take away the scapegoat from them. And by handling these objections with confidence and strategy, you stay in control of the sale without being pushy, making it easier for prospect to say yes. And here comes the next objection, which I hear a lot. Personally, your price is too expensive. And response is, I hear you. Budget is important. It might help to know that you're getting for that price, and then you outline things. 80 years of combined experience in a cleaning industry, satisfaction guarantee, eco-friendly cleaning product, whatever it is that you can stand behind and you know it is your differentiator. And you continue. Many of our clients initially felt our service was a little bit more upfront, but later they found it actually saved them money and headache in a long run. So start by acknowledging their concern rather than arguing it. Use Chris Voss's mirroring technique. It sounds like you are concerned about the cost to show you understand. Then shift the focus to value and return on their investment, because everything they're putting in, they want to see the investment out. Does your service use a higher quality supplies that protect the future, reducing replacement cost? Does your reliability save them stress from last-minute cancellations? Does it free up their time? Try relatable comparison. For less than the cost of a coffee a day or a lunch a day, whatever it is, the number works out, you get your weekend back because we handle the cleaning. Avoid immediately offering a discount. Instead, reinforce why your service is worth it. And psychology behind this approach is social proof. By mentioning other clients who felt exactly the same at first, you normalize their concern and then show how those clients ultimately decided it was worth it. And tactical empathy, you're acknowledging their hesitation, which now builds trust and diffuses resistance. Contrast principle. By comparing the cost to time saved or bigger expenses avoided, the price feels more reasonable now. The next objection, I need to think about it. Response, I understand it is a big decision. Usually when somebody wants to think about it, there is a specific concern in their mind. Do you mind if I ask, what's the biggest thing you are unsure about? Maybe I can provide more info now to help you with your decision. Many times, I need to think about it is a polite stall, a way of avoiding saying no. Asking the question in a non-pushy way encourages them to share their real hesitation, whether it's a price, timing, trust, etc. If they share the real concern, you can now address it immediately. If they truly need time, respect that, but set a clear follow-up. For example, absolutely. How about this? Take a couple of days to mull it over. Can I give you a call on Thursday to see what you're thinking? This prevents thinking about this from turning into an indefinite stall. And psychology behind this approach is clarity in principle, encourages them to articulate their specific concern, making the decision less overwhelming. They actually sort it out in their own heads. Scarcity. If they still hesitate, create an urgency with a limited time offer. Mention your schedule is filling up. For example, Chris Voss's no-oriented question technique. If they go silent, try, have you given up on solving this problem? Example, have you given up on the idea of having a clean house or office without spending your weekend scrubbing? This encourages them to respond without feeling overwhelmed or pressured. Objection, next one. We already have someone. Response, I'm happy to hear you have already service that you like. If you are 100% satisfaction, I wouldn't ask you to change. But let me ask you this. Is there anything your current cleaner could do better? Is there even a small gap? I'd love to offer a one-time free add-on service so you can see how we make it different. Many times, if they are talking to you at all, their current provider isn't perfect. That's a sign already. If they mention a pain point, for example, they cancel last minute, or they don't do the windows, or their communication lacks, you have now found an opening. Offer a low risk trial. For example, How about we do a complimentary window cleaning for you? No strings, then you can judge if thoroughness is a good fit down the road. Even if they insist their service is fine, leave the door open. You don't want to burn bridges, never burn bridges with anyone. No worries. An example, if you ever need a backup or extra service, we'd be happy to help, even if this is just for a deep one-time spring cleaning. This positions you as a friendly, non-pressure alternative. And the psychology behind this approach is reciprocity. Offering a free add-on trial makes them more inclined to reciprocate by considering your service. Loss aversion and FOMO, which stands for fear of missing out. If their current cleaner doesn't offer something, for example, the windows that you offered earlier, and you demonstrate the result, they might just realize what they've been missing out all the time. It also offers a social proof. Subtly, planting the idea that other clients have switched makes them wonder, should I be switching too? So next objection, we don't have the budget. Response, I totally get it. Budgets are tight for a lot of us, especially nowadays. If budget is the only thing stopping you, let's talk options. We could start smaller, maybe a trial project or a basic package that costs less, and then expand once you see the value. Also, FYI, we are running a promotional discount this month for new clients, which might help on the budget side. If they genuinely can't afford it, adjust your services. Offer a scaled down version that fits to their budget. Provide a limited time discount to create urgency. Reframe the cost as an investment. A lot of our clients found that even a basic cleaning freed up time to focus on growing their businesses and spend more time with their families, which actually brought in more revenue and enjoyment for them in the long run. So a psychology behind this approach is scarcity, because you are creating a limited time offer, which now encourages them to act rather than indefinitely postponing. Loss aversion. Now you're highlighting what they lose by not acting. Time, efficiency, missed opportunities. This can make them feel and rethink postponing the decision. Next is commitment and consistency. What you're doing is you're offering a smaller start to get them say yes to something, making them more likely to upgrade later. So it's just small yes, bigger yes, bigger yes, bigger yes. Because it's once you get the first one, it's much easier to get the next one. And after handling objections, notice how the approach stays conversational, positive, and solution-oriented. You are not just deflecting concerns, you are turning them into opportunities to demonstrate the value. Now that we've covered objections handling, let's move on into closing strategies to seal the deal. Closing techniques. Even after handling objections, some clients still hesitate. And this is normal. This is where closing techniques help to move the needle, help move them towards a decision. These strategies aren't about pressure. They're about guiding a client to recognize the value and then take action. Here are 3 highly effective closing methods. 1, assumptive closure and how it works. You assume the client is ready and move to the next step as if the decision is already made. And here's an example. Let's go ahead and schedule your first cleaning. Would Monday or Wednesday work better? I'll get the paperwork ready and we can finalize the details. Would you prefer email or a quick call? And why this works? Because of the momentum. It prevents hesitation by keeping the conversation flowing naturally, and psychological commitment. People tend to go along with what feels like a natural next step. Confidence also, because you show certainty in your services, which reassures the customer and gives them peace of mind. And if they agree, the sale is essentially done, my friend. If they hesitate, they'll reveal the real objection, giving you one last chance to address it. Number 2, urgency close. Now or never close. How it works: introduce a time-sensitive reason to act now. Scarcity and urgency increase perceived value. For example, if you decide by Friday, I can lock in this month's promotional rate at 15% off. We have only 2 spots left for our premium package and they are filling up fast. And why does this work? Because of the scarcity principle. When something is limited, people act faster. Why do you think Bitcoin now costs over $100,000? I mean, values back and forth, but something that was cents, right? Scarcity, because less and less of the same thing is available. Create that, take that into advantage, use it as a technique, earn more money, close more deals, put more money into your pockets, my friend. Next, it also creates a loss aversion. We are more motivated by fear missing out than a potential gain. It is crazy, actually, if you think about it. Decision catalyst is the next one. It prevents procrastination by giving a compelling reason to commit now. And important, the urgency must be real. False pressure can backfire and erode trust. So you cannot be like making up shit as you go. Use something that is legit to sell this. Number 3, value stacking. This is amazing. And how this works is pile on value by reminding the client of everything they are getting. If needed, add a bonus tip to move them forward towards the yes. For example, with our service, you're not just getting a cleaner. We handle supply restocking, notify you if a maintenance issues come up, and do a biannual deep cleans, all included in the same price. And on top of that, I'll throw in a free carpet shampoo for first-time clients. And why does this work? Because of the contrast principle. When clients see the sheer amount of value, the price seems smaller. Reciprocity. If you offer an extra perk, they feel inclined to say yes. And overcoming the price objections, which shifts focus from cost to everything they are getting in return. And by the time you finish stacking, the client should feel, I'd be crazy to pass this up. Combining techniques for maximizing impact. These techniques work even better when layered together. For example, value plus urgency. With our packages, you're getting X, Y, and Z plus. If you sign up this month, you'll also get whatever the bonus service is. Next one, assumptive close plus value. And here's an example. Let's schedule your first session. You will immediately benefit from what complimentary deep clean we discussed. Each method should feel natural and client focused. The goal isn't pressure. It's to help them actually recognize the real value and make a confident decision. Now that you have these closing strategies, you're ready to seal the deal and turn more prospects into paying clients. But wait, we're not there. I'm going to even throw in more stuff that's going to help you close them more continuously. Now we're going to dive into the appearance and body language, the silent deal closer. If you need to take a bathroom break, go do that. Put the video on pause, take a drink, come back, hydrate. But let's punch through this if you're ready. And here we go. So it just takes 7 seconds for someone to form a first impression. Harvard made a study and they found that 55% of that impression comes from visual cues, your appearance, your body language, and your persistence. For service business owners, whether you're running a cleaning company or another client-facing business, your appearance and body language shape how prospects perceive you before even they say a word. Let's break down how to dress to success, use powerful body language, and avoid common mistakes that ruin first impression. Number 1, dress for trust and credibility. Your goal is to look professional, credible, trustworthy, without overdressing for your industry. Cleaning and field services, for example, a branded polo, button down, or well-fitted uniform signals professionalism. Avoid wrinkled shirts, old jeans, or anything sloppy. Consultants and office-based services. A blazer, dress short, or business casual attire is ideal. Overdressing can feel out of place, but always aim one step above the client's expected attire. And why does this matter? Clients instantly judge. Is this something I can rely on? People naturally trust those who look the part. Think doctors, white coats, pilots in uniforms, etc. If you look put together, clients assume you run a well-organized business. Next, your body language. Confidence without saying a word. Your body language should signal confidence, competence, and approachability. Handshake. Aim for a firm, web-to-web handshake, not just limp, right? Not the bone crushing. Pair it with eye contact and smile. Eye contact, speaking of which, look at the clients when speaking and listening. A quick trick, notice their eye color and ensure you are maintaining a good contrast. Posture, stand tall, shoulders back, head up. This projects confidence and authority. And you want to avoid slouching, crossed arms, nervous, fidgeting, which signals uncertainty, right? Like that's what I'm projecting now. Lean in slightly when listening to show engagement. And why does this work? People trust those who appear confident. Uncertain body language weakens credibility. Subtle nods, a relaxed stance, and engaged posture make a client feel at ease. Number 3, first impression. What to do and what not to do. Dress one step above client's attire. Polished but appropriate for your specific industry. Stay well-groomed, clean clothes, tidy hair, and presentable shoes. Offer a confident greeting, smile, shake hands, and introduce yourself. For example, hi, I'm John with Sparkle Clean. Great to meet you. Use posture, body language, stand straight, maintain open gesture, and actively listen. And then always come prepared. Have business cards, brochures, or notes neatly organized. And what do you want to avoid? You don't want to show up wrinkled or overly casual clothes. Clients will assume you don't care about details, which is bad, especially if you're running a cleaning business. But in everything, if you miss the details, devil is in details, right? Pay attention. Giving a weak or overly aggressive handshake, like both can make you seem insecure or overbearing. I had handshakes that like literally I felt like my bones were being crushed, and I had the ones that are like, hi, right? Avoid eye contact or fidgeting. It signals nervousness or dishonesty. I mean, eye contact is huge. Invading personal space. 2 feet of distance is ideal. Respect cultural and personal boundaries. The next thing you want to avoid is ignoring the setting. Adapt. If meeting at their home, ask if you should remove their shows. That's a small sign of respect. First impressions equal higher closing rate. Just remember that. Your appearance and body language set the foundation for trust. A strong first impression means clients will be more receptive when you talk about your service. As the saying goes, you'll never get a second chance to make the first impression. And it sells. A great first impression can directly translate into more closed deals for you, my friend. So polish your appearance, perfect your handshake, and carry yourself with confidence and ease. Because before you even say a word, you are already selling. In this video, we have covered a complete game plan, from handling objections with confidence to using psychology backed by closing techniques and making sure your appearance and body language work for you. These strategies aren't just a theory, they are practical, tested, and work across all service businesses. Whether you run a cleaning company, landscaping business, consulting firm, or any client-faced service. And the key takeaways for you, my friends, are objections aren't roadblocks. They are opportunities. Approach them with empathy and confidence. Use psychological principles to guide decisions. Reciprocity. Give value first. Free trials, bonuses, helping insights before you ask. It's like give, and then ask. Social proof. Share how others choose you after comparing to other options. Scarcity. Create genuine urgency to encourage action. Closing techniques make decisions easier. Done sincerely, they help clients move forward. First impressions matter. Your appearance, handshake, eye contact, and posture can make or break a deal before you even talk numbers. As Chris Voss, who was FBI's negotiator and author of Never Split the Difference, puts it, the last impression is the lasting impression. But in sales, the first impression is just as crucial Nail that and you set yourself up for a success. And next step for you, apply what you've learned. Knowledge is only power if you use it. And here's your challenge. Pick one technique from this video and apply it in your next client interaction. Rewatch and take notes on specific phrases and strategies that fit your business. Practice with colleague or friend or family member. Do a role playing. It's really cool. Objections make responses feel natural. As Michael Gerber, the author of the E-Myth Revisited, emphasizes, working on your business, not in it, changes everything. By sharpening your sales skills, you are doing exactly that, setting yourself up for growth and higher conversion rate. And if this video helped you, leave a comment with the toughest objections you faced. Let's crowdsource great responses and help more entrepreneurs like ourselves to succeed. And if you want more strategies like this, hit subscribe because I'm committed to helping you close more deals and grow your business and put more money into your pockets. Thanks for watching. Now go turn those objections into opportunities, and I'll see you inside of this video. Bye for now.